Let's start with the calf muscles. Roll up and down from the foot to the knee, all through the back of the lower leg. Pump your foot up and down as you hold down a tight place. For a little bit of extra pressure, add your other foot to shift your weight over. And you can either do it with your hips down or your hips up, whatever feels better. In this position, if it's comfortable for you, you can roll out the front of your shins. You can add a little weight by crossing your legs. Just make sure you feel safe and balanced here. This can help with shin splints. We also want to roll the side of the lower leg. That's your peroneal muscles, or fibularis as it's now called. And you can either do it in a side plank, or you could have your hips down if you prefer. You can also pin down a spot and roll your foot around, and that's going to help work out the tightness there. And then hamstrings, you could be sitting on the ground, or you can go ahead and lift your hip up, and you want to roll back and forth. Try to get the inner hamstrings and the outer hamstrings. You can also stand if you've got a place similar to this to prop and roll back and forth. Quads are a great muscle to get after walking and running. Go into a plank. You can either do both legs on the roller or one leg off. Make sure and roll and get the inner quad and the outer quad. You can also make sure and go all the way up to the top of the hip, all the way down to the knee. Go ahead and freeze in one position where you feel a tighter spot and add some bending and straightening of the knee. This can really feel intense, so go slow and easy. Do this on both legs. And the next muscle is the inner thigh muscle, or the adductors, and you want to position yourself on the floor and work from the knee up to the groin area. And then lastly is the hip muscles. So get in a nice position, shifted slightly to the side, stay off the bony prominences, and work slowly back and forth. You can cross or uncross your legs. You can also pin down a spot and move your knee out and in to isolate an area that's tender. And then it's not a lower body muscle, but it's always a great idea to roll out your back. And we love this exercise. Just roll back and forth over the roller and target in areas that feel extra tense or sore. And you can also slightly shift your elbows to one side. Just roll slightly to the right to get the right back muscles, and then roll slightly to the left to get the left side. And we love chest openers. Just lay with your hips and your head supported on the foam roller and breathe. And then if you would love a good hip flexor stretch, we love this one. Lay with your back supported and just elongate one leg down over the roller. You should feel comfortable, no back pain, and just feel a nice stretch in the front of your thigh. It's a great way to end your foam roller routine.